In addition to the design of the Vatican and Washington, D.C. being designed to foretell the return of Nimrod/Osiris/Apollo, you can look at many more structures, paintings, and buildings for further clarification and proof of this cult and the awaiting of the Antichrist. Take, for example, the famous presidential apotheosis of George Washington within the Capitol dome or womb of Isis. George Washington was a Freemason. A big part of Freemasonry is architecture and buildings of great walls and structures throughout history. Freemasons point out how the Great Pyramids of Giza was made up of 3 main chambers to facilitate Pharaoh's transference to Osiris, just as the Temple of Solomon was a 3-section tabernacle made up of the ground floor, middle chamber, and the Holy of Holies. Likewise, the United States Capitol building is designed with 3 stories as well, which is Washington's tomb, the crypt, and the rotunda capped by the dome. When visitors visit Washington, D.C. and tour the Capitol, in plain sight for everyone to see is the apotheosis of George Washington at the top of the dome or womb of Isis. The word apotheosis means to deify or to become a god. So the title of this painting could read The Deity of George Washington or The Becoming of a God of George Washington. That doesn't sound very Christian or anything glorifying Jesus Christ, now does it? Additionally, George Washington is not surrounded by angels in this painting, but with devils and pagan deities. These include Hermes, Neptune, Venus, or Isis, or the Queen of Heaven, that is mentioned in the Bible, Vulcan, who some translate as being Satan himself, who is the son of Jupiter and Juno, and so on and so forth. And what surrounds this scenery and binds it all together? 72 5-pointed stars within circles. In addition, located on the Senate doors of the Capitol walls is 2 bronze panels telling the story of George Washington and his many accomplishments. On the top left, you see George Washington wearing a Masonic apron, holding a Masonic trowel, laying the groundwork or cornerstone for America. Here are some examples of the aprons that George Washington and Masons would wear. It is a well-known fact that George Washington was a part of this secret society and fraternity of Freemasonry, as it's heavily documented in his biographies, documents, and records in America and all throughout his life. The all-seeing eye, you'll notice, is on the apron to symbolize the great architect of the universe, or Nimrod, Osiris, and Apollo. They're overseeing the dedication of the foundation of America being dedicated to him, this God, by George Washington himself.